Hey, what is going on, guys? Justin Saunders here, and in this video I'm going to share with you a new simple ad strategy that you can use today to start finding winning ads and scaling very fast. Now, I'm going to show you and actually put it together. First things first, I'm inside my actual ads manager here, just so you know who you're learning from. Now, I'm not the best at ads, I'm not the worst, I'm just where I'm at, and it's been pretty profitable for us. We made over 1.8 mil last year with some of the ad strategies I'm going to start sharing with you. And last 30 days, we spent $54,000 on ads. So, you know, if we're spending $54,000 on ads, we're getting a return. So I like to show this because there's a lot of fluff in the industry of people saying, oh, do this strategy, do this, but they don't actually, most of them aren't even spending their own money. So this is actually inside one of my own ad accounts where we spent $54,000 last month just on ads. So with that, I've learned a lot of things, and I'm going to show you exactly how to go about this. So I'm actually going to open up a brand new account over here and just show you how I would set this up if I was starting from scratch, right? So let's just clean all this up and start from complete scratch. Let me move myself down. Cool. I'll put myself over here. So what you need to understand is, if you don't understand the folders up here, you got campaigns, ad sets, and ads. All ads are part of ad sets. All ad sets are part of campaigns. That will be another video if you need help on that, but I'm just going to show you the simplicity of setting this up. So let's say, for example, you are wanting to run a, let's say you're wanting to run an ad for sales, right? Whatever it is, you can choose whatever you want for this, right? If you're not sure what the categories are, you can hover over it and it'll tell you right here. So let's say we're doing conversions for sales, right? This will work the same if you're doing a DM funnel or whatever it might be. I always like to do manual campaign because I don't really like the Advantage Plus side of stuff. I think Facebook's algorithm's good, but they're still missing a lot of things. So what you want to do is, obviously you want to stay organized and name your campaign. So whatever your name is, for the sake of this, we'll just say name 1, campaign 1, sales, right? I keep everything the exact same here. I don't do CBO too often. Every once in a while I will, but for this particular example, I'm going to show you the strategy. I call this the triple threat strategy, where essentially we're going to test 3 different creatives against one interest. And what you want to do is call this ad set 1. And then you'll come through here and actually type in the interest that you want. And I'll cover that in a second. Budget, I recommend, if you're going to do this, probably do around like a $50 a day budget. You could get away with a $20 a day budget. It's just going to take time to optimize, especially depending on your industry. If you're in a very competitive industry and you're doing $20 a day, it's going to be a very long time for you to get the results. So I think 50 is good. By day 3 or 4, you can figure out like what's actually working. Now, location, I would recommend sticking to one location. So if you want to do US, do that. If you want to do Canada, New Zealand, whatever it might be, put in your location there. And then right here under Advantage Audience, I always like to switch to the original audience. And what I'll do is actually come through here and make sure I do my age demographic. So maybe you are targeting people 28 to 48 is your ideal demographic, right? You really want to make sure you know who you're working with. This is why, like with us, when clients work with us, one of the first things we have them do is an ideal avatar worksheet, because we want to get very specific on who we want to target. Genders, you can change that as well. And then here is your interest. So let's say for this particular example, we are going after somebody that is, let's just do agency, like a SNMA, something like that. So what I would do is I would just type in the keywords that pop up, right? The first one would be agency. We got advertising agency, modeling agency, branding agency. So, you could go with advertising agency, and that could be the first one that you want to run with. I always look at estimated audience size. I like this to be over 1 million. Anything less than 1 million, I'll start stacking interest on it. And what I mean by stacking is hovering over suggestions and then adding more interest on here. So see, now this will actually grow to 20 million. The bigger the size you have, the more you can scale, essentially. For this particular one, let's just do advertising agency. If you're doing this model and you've been running ads for a little bit, the strategy that I would recommend is stack up your top 3 winning interests in here and do that. So let's say, for example, you have online advertising and social media. Let's say these three are your top 3 winning interests. You would stack them in here. For the sake of this video, we're just going to do one because you can do it either way. But if you're new and you've never done this before, just pick one and we'll test it a couple times. So advantage placements, you can keep that on there as well if you'd like. If you want to change it and just do manual placements, you can pick if you want to do just Facebook, so you would check off all of these, or if you want to do maybe just Instagram, you could do that. A lot of the stuff I teach is strictly just Instagram, so let's just keep Instagram on here. What we'll do is scroll up from here, and what I'm actually going to do is to copy this name right here and put this right here. I'm going to put male/female. And I'm going to put that, and I'm going to say 28 to 48 because that's the age, and then I'm going to put the interest right there. So that's how I like to stay organized with a lot of things, and of course OCD is going to kick in, so I want to make sure that both of those are capitalized, and then whatever, we'll come back later. And then from here you're going to actually put in your ad 1. Now here's where the triple play strategy comes into play. Obviously you need to have everything hooked up. This is a demo account, so I don't actually have a Facebook page on here. But what you're going to do is come down and you're going to actually create the ad. Now, if you already have ads created that you want to use, you can use an existing post. We're going to actually just create the ad. So let's go to add media, add image. And let's say, for example, that this is a very old image. Some people say I look like Canelo sometimes, and I think this image might be the closest image of me looking like Canelo. I usually don't agree. If you guys don't know, Canelo is the boxer would be it. But you'd put your one ad here, right? And then you would obviously you could put your text, your headline here if you want to play around with that. And then the website URL, or if you're doing direct message, whatever it might be, you'd put here. Again, I'm not here to show you exactly how to do everything. I'm just here to show you the strategy on this one. If you'd like more information on how to do each thing, just let me know down in the comments what you're looking for more help with. But let's say you have your ad 1, and let's just call this black car image, right? So what I do from here is then I will go through and I will quickly duplicate this, and I will duplicate it 2 times, right? So now we have ad 1. We have ad 2, and then we have ad 3. So for ad 2, I would just add another image in here. Cool. And so what I would do is come through here and just, for this one, I'd come here, click the X, and then add your next image or video here. Now, I don't have any other videos on here. Let me see if I can just add an image. Cool. So I'll just add a couple photos just so you guys get the sense of it. So here's another one. This one actually of me speaking. Again, your ads aren't going to look like this. You want them to actually look, you know, be an ad that's going to convert. This one wouldn't convert. I'm just showing you the image of this. So speaking event. And then you would do the same thing for ad 3, right? So you would have a different creative here. So we'll call this purple image, whatever it might be, right? So now what you have is you have a campaign, you have one ad set, and then you have 3 different ads underneath. Now what you would do is you would publish this campaign, and then you'd come through here and you'd find the winners and then just kill the losers. And I'll show you here in a second. I'll see if I can find an example for you. But then what you can do is you can just duplicate this process to find more winning interest. So next you would hit duplicate. And then check this out. Now we have another ad set right here. Same thing, but all we're going to do different is we're going to essentially come through and let's do a different interest. Let's do lead generation. I would stack this up and then I would delete this part and type in lead generation. And then you could run with the same ads right here. If this was me, I would come up with 3 different ads here. So again, this would be you could even call this ad 4, and then you could call this one ad 5, ad 6, and then you just rinse and repeat this process until you find your winners that will come through with this. All right, cool. So I want to give you an actual example. So here's one that I put up, and there are 3 different ads I have right here, right? And you can see this one, it is at a budget of $56 per day. So I have the 3 ads here. What's happening is, see how majority of the budget is going towards this one right here. So every $29, I'm getting a message on here. Every $47, I'm getting a message on here. And this one's already spent $41 and hasn't gotten a message. So what I did is this process of elimination. You actually turn off the ones that aren't performing. And Facebook will do a pretty good job of allocating funds towards what's already working. But you can see right here, that's why I turned this one off. And chances are I'll probably let this one run to maybe like $100 spent. And if this doesn't get, you know, more than 2 or 3 cost messages, I'd probably turn that off and then just put all the budget towards this one and then just start increasing the budget in here and start scaling it. So there you have it, you guys. This is a very easy way to test creatives very fast, and also in a budget that's not too crazy. I recommend, if you're going to do this, to separate your images and your videos. So if you're going to do 3 ads, make sure you have 3 images or you have 3 videos. So like this one I'm showing you right here is of me using 3 different videos. And it's a really easy way to just test and find out winning creatives quickly, because once you find winning creatives, you can then test those with different interests if you'd like from there, and then vice versa as well. So hopefully this is helpful. If you found value, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in the next video.